For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. At around 9:17 Sunday morning, the Ottertail County Sheriff's Department responded to a call of a UTV crash that resulted in a rollover in Leaf Mountain Township, southwest of Burbank. During the crash, the 21-year-old passenger, identified as Jim Jan from the Netherlands, was ejected from the side-by-side and the vehicle came to rest on top of him. Attempts were made to remove the UTV prior to the arrival of first responders, but those attempts were unsuccessful. Jan was pronounced dead at the scene. The 43-year-old UTV operator, identified by officials as Jan Niland of Brandon, was life-flighted due to serious injuries. An investigation is being handled by the Sheriff's Office. At around 11:35 Sunday morning, the Minnesota State Patrol responded to a two-vehicle car accident in Straight River Township south of Park Rapids. According to officials, a pickup truck was traveling north on Highway 71 when a smaller passenger vehicle, driven by 72-year-old Thomas Kai Colden of Wadena, pulled out in front of the truck from Highway 87. The vehicles collided and ended up in the west ditch. Colden was pronounced dead at the scene. The occupants of the pickup, 64-year-old Stephen Kermit Rodkey and 75-year-old Mickey Catherine Rodkey of Hawley, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and were transported to St. Joseph's Hospital for treatment. The employer's support of the Guard and Reserve, established in 1972 by the Department of Defense, is pleased to announce the presentation of the Distinguished Seven Seals Award to Ottertail County. This award is the most inclusive honor to acknowledge outstanding support and cooperation between civilian employers and employees serving in the reserve component. It highlights the exceptional contributions of civilian employers to supporting the nation's reservists. This is the first Seven Seals Award to be presented in Minnesota this year. The Fergus Falls School District will be holding a series of community informational meetings near the end of this month regarding the referendum for a new 3rd through 5th grade elementary school that will be up for vote in November's general election. These hearings will take place at the Roosevelt Education Center on October 21st and 23rd, as well as a virtual meeting on October 30th. All three hearings will begin at 6 o'clock on those days. Back in July, the school board announced that they would be making an amended proposal from the one that failed to pass the special election in May. The new proposal is split into two questions. The first question will ask if the school board will be authorized to issue $48.84 million in bonds to provide funds for the acquisition and betterment of school sites and facilities, including the construction and equipping of a new grades 3 through 5 elementary school facility. The second question asks, if the first question is approved, shall the school board also be authorized to issue $910,000 in bonds for the construction of soccer and baseball fields at the new facility? You can find more information on KBRFradio.com. 4 men have been arrested and federally charged in a drug trafficking investigation that began in Wadena County and concluded in St. Paul. 25 pounds of methamphetamine, 3 pounds of cocaine, and 2.5 pounds of heroin were seized as a result of the investigation. Officials estimate the street value of the drugs to be over $1 million. The following arrests have been made following federal indictments. 62-year-old Bill Root of Wadena, charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and cocaine. 38-year-old Robert Anderson of Wadena, charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and cocaine, and 3 counts of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. 28-year-old Aaron Heffert of Clitheroe, charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and cocaine, and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. 27-year-old Carlos Valdovinos Trejo of St. Paul, charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and cocaine, 3 counts distribution of methamphetamine, and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine and heroin. The case is being prosecuted by the United States Attorney's Office. At around 1:54 Tuesday afternoon, the Minnesota State Patrol responded to a two-vehicle crash involving a semi on the edge of Fergus Falls. According to the official report, the passenger vehicle was heading north on County Road 29 and the semi was heading east on Highway 210 when the vehicles collided. The driver of the passenger vehicle, 74-year-old Linda Marie Risbrut of Dalton, suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to Lake Region Health Care. The semi-driver, a 52-year-old Fergus Falls man, was uninjured. At around 11:45 Tuesday morning, the Minnesota State Patrol responded to a report of a semi-fire on eastbound I-94 in Fergus Falls near mile marker 52. According to Sergeant Jesse Grabo of the State Patrol, the semi was transporting hay bales, which caught on fire. The driver, 64-year-old Gerald Bergen of Carrot River, Saskatchewan, was outside and along the semi-trailer attending to the load when he was injured by a trailer tire that blew out. Bergen was transported to Lake Region Healthcare and eventually to Regions Hospital in St. Paul for his injuries, the extent of which are unknown. The Ottertail County Sheriff's Office congratulates Marcia Thompson on her retirement. Marcia served 27 years with the Ottertail County Sheriff's Office working in the Records Department. She spent a majority of her career working in the Civil Division and most recently as the office manager. At around 1:36 Wednesday afternoon, the Ottertail County Sheriff's Department responded to a report claiming that a man was stuck inside a potato truck that had rolled over in rural Pelican Rapids. According to deputies, the truck had been heading north on County Road 113 and failed to turn onto County Highway 22, causing the truck to roll. The vehicle landed on the driver's side in the roadway, spilling the load of potatoes and severely damaging the truck. Responders quickly worked to free the driver, who sustained severe injuries. Life-saving medical procedures were performed before the driver was airlifted to Sanford Fargo for treatment. His current condition is unknown. This has been the Weekly News Recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorials.com, memorials that matter, and Lilligards, your local Mahindra dealer on Highway 13 West, Wahpeton. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Tune in every Friday at 12:30 on KBRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app to stay up to date with local news. Get more news at KBRFradio.com. Sign up for email news sent right